This is a Logitech Blue Sona, and this is an industry standard in the microphone world, the Shure SM7B. But can the Blue Sona really be a better purchase than the Shure SM7B? Throughout this video, I'll be testing both of these microphones against each other to see if the sound quality difference is so great that you have to choose one over the other. They are both running directly into a Go XLR Mini, and although I will have to level them out in post, apart from that, there is no post-processing on either of these microphones. Professionals say you need some sort of preamp that normally comes in the form of a FET head or a cloud lifter to get a clean sound out of the Shure SM7B, and most of the time that certainly is the case. However, if your purpose for buying a microphone is for streaming or for podcasting, you don't. I don't. A cloud lifter will set you back anywhere between £80 and £150 depending on if you buy it new or used. And essentially it is just a signal booster that sits in between your microphone and your interface, which does mean you need an additional XLR cable just to get this microphone up and running. But depending on your setup, it's not always completely necessary. Looking at the Blue Sona's design, it looks amazing. It's incredibly clean, it's got square rounded edges, and it's got that white sort of futuristic feel to it. The microphone itself and the casing is made entirely of metal, and underneath the foam filter there is a beautifully designed grille that encases the capsule. Just like the Blue Sona, the Shure SM7B is also made entirely out of metal, obviously besides the foam shields. And design wise it has this iconic look that we all know and love. However, the foam attachments aren't equals here. With the Blue Sona, the foam shield is incredibly easy to detach and replace, and it even comes with an extra filter in the box. With the SM7B, you do also get an additional thicker foam shield. However, removing the foam shield from the SM7B is a little bit more tricky, and I've ripped plenty of them in my time trying to get them on and off. Those filters also aren't the cheapest to replace. So in that respect, I would give the points to the Blue Sona here. Then there's the biggest issue, which is the price point. While the Shure SM7B will set you back around £389, just to get it working the best that it can, you do need to buy a couple of extra things. And that first thing is a cloud lifter or preamp. Now, a cloud lifter will set you back around £150 brand new. And as I said earlier, you will need an additional XLR cable. And this is not an area to cheap out on. XLR cables are one of the main sources for hiss and unwanted noise in your microphones. I use the 3-meter WBC cables. They're normally around £25 each, and they do a really good job of rejecting any electronic noise from computers and anything unwanted that's nearby. But again, that's an extra cost. So just to get this one up and running, you need the microphone itself, you need 2 XLR cables, and some sort of preamp. So all in all, you're looking at around about £600 just to get this microphone to work the best that it can. And the Logitech Blue Sona, well, you only need the 1 XLR cable, so that's an additional cost of £25. And obviously you do need an XLR interface that you can use it with. But assuming you already have that, £25 for a 3-meter cable, it is not that much. And the reason you don't need any kind of preamp with this microphone is because there's one already built into the body of it. So it's got to be expensive, right? It's £300. That's half the price of this microphone with all the other bits attached. Even if you take all of those things away and just look at the microphone costs, this is still cheaper by almost £100. So what do they sound like compared to each other? Well, in this video, I've only been using the Blue Sona. This one's not even plugged in. Sorry I tricked you, but I just wanted to prove a point. But for reference, this is what the Shure SM7B sounds like running directly into a Go XLR Mini with the gain set to around 60 dB, and the Blue Sona is set to around 35 dB. Also, I did forget to mention that there are a few switches on the bottom of this microphone, but currently all of those switches are set to the off position, and that's generally how I like to use this microphone. So now the rest is really up to you. Personally, I think for the price point, there isn't anything on the market right now that competes with this microphone. I hope this video's helped. Let us know which one you prefer in the comments, and if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, and even turn on the notifications, well, that would help us out a lot. Until the next one, take care.